Welcome to Living in Reno, and if you don't know the first thing about our region, but you definitely want to know, this video is for you.
Absolutely. There are 5 things you need to know about Reno before you decide to move here.
Hey, it's Dave Johnson from Sierra Sotheby's International Realty.
And I'm Sarah, his wife.
And we were going to tell you about the 5 basics to know about our region. They're really going to help out, get you a general knowledge of the area. But this will also get you a general knowledge of the area. And if you want a printed copy, comment in the section below. Oh, sorry. Comment in the section below, and I can mail one out to you. Or if you would like a digital copy, I can also email those out as well. But it's a great resource of all things Northern Nevada.
And what is it?
It's the Northern Nevada Guide.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got all kinds of cool things in there. So if you want that, let me know. But we're here to tell you about the 5 basics of living in Reno, Nevada. And some of these even stumped us. We're like, what? That was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
So here are some basics of Reno. We have about 264,000 people. That's according to the 2020 census. And we are the 3rd largest city in the state of Nevada. Let me quiz you, though. What are the top 2 cities? I think you know these.
I would say Las Vegas and Henderson.
That is right.
Hey!
Very nice. I thought I'd trick you. I think.
Nice try.
I think
you cannot trick me.
I know. She cannot be tricked. We're also the 81st biggest city in the entire country, and we kind of sit in a big bowl, if you don't know.
Absolutely. A lot of people think of Reno as desert, which it is desert, but we have mountains all around us. So yeah, we are literally in a bowl with mountains on the west, mountains on the east.
And it's wild growing up in the Midwest, which is relatively flat. Kansas City is it does have some hills and undulation, but if you go west to Kansas literally is flat as a pancake. But it is wild living here now, and I also lived in Vegas for 2 years, both of those cities kind of in a bowl, but you can look and you instantly know where you are based on the mountains. It's weird.
You cannot get lost in Reno.
Well, you can.
I can't because the big mountains are on the west.
That's true.
The small mountains are on the east.
But I know many people, especially that I work with, that are a little off, that still get lost. But anyway, okay, so we quizzed you on the top cities in the state of Nevada. I think, wouldn't number 4, wouldn't that be Sparks? I think. We'll go with that. Could be Winnemucca.
Boulder City?
I don't know. We'll research this. Matter of fact, we'll flash it across the screen now. Number 4 is, there you go. But let's talk about Sparks because it is Reno's neighbor.
Absolutely. We are neighboring cities. We really are one large community, Reno and Sparks. Because, in fact, I was telling the kids about this last night. Our 6-year-old son was asking, Mommy, what is Sparks? And I said, well, you see that big building right there? That is Sparks. You see that big building right there? That is Reno. We are that close to one another.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's certainly a neighboring city. And I actually had somebody ask me about the convention center in Sparks. And I said, no, it's called the Reno Sparks Convention Center, but it's actually in the city of Reno. But it's a community effort to build that thing many years ago.
Right. We're basically dual cities.
Yeah. So Sparks is their population about 108,000. That's also from the 2020 census. And if you want to get your bearings, they're northeast of Reno. So if you're looking at a clock, probably about 2 o'clock, I would say, for the most part, is Sparks. Oh, here's how silly I am. My statistics on my paper show me it is the 5th biggest city in the state of Nevada. So we'll have to, I guess the flashing thing will have told us what number 4 is. But you could be right. It may be like Boulder City or somewhere down south.
You can't trick me.
Oh, maybe. I'll bet it's North Las Vegas.
Oh.
I think. We probably just figured it out, even though we just blinked. It makes it look even more dumb. Anyway, there you go. Now let's move on to the county that we're in.
Yes, Washoe County. Washoe County runs from what I would say Lake Tahoe, and it's tall and narrow and goes all the way to the top of the state of Nevada, and it borders both Idaho and Oregon to the north.
It is a wild shape. Like if you look at look at that, that is the weirdest shaped county I think I've ever seen. But you know,
it's
It
Tall
serves
and
its
thin.
purpose, yeah,
Yep.
serves its purpose. So it does make it kind of a logistic challenge for county uh,
Agencies
activities
and
and agencies because, like, police and sheriffs and all that stuff makes it very different. Yeah,
yes.
a little bit of a challenge. Some travel basics when it comes to our region. Our highways and main roads. You, of course, have McCarran that surrounds the city of Reno,
Mm-hmm.
and well, and also Sparks. It
Mm-hmm.
also goes there as well. But it's basically a large circle around the city, and it makes it pretty easy to get anywhere you want to go. And then to the north and south is 395, and that's a highway.
Mm-hmm.
And then east west is an interstate, and that is
Mm-hmm.
I-80.
Again, it goes back to you cannot get lost in Reno because you've got the circle, then you've got the north south 395, 580, and I-80. It just makes a big cross in a circle.
Yeah, pretty easy to get
Very,
around
very
here.
easy.
We have a lot of California transplants that move here, and they're like, "Does it take like 45 minutes to get to the airport?" No, it
Nope.
takes about 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so easy to get around. It is getting more congested, and don't get me started about North Valleys because getting up there
Ooh.
is getting more and more challenging
Yeah.
as that area continues to grow. Also, speaking of the Reno International Airport, right in the heart of the city. I mean, it is bullseye if you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at that circle.
And when Reno was, a young, thriving city, it's so funny. The airport used to be way out to the east, way out to the east. And now there's manufacturing, there's building, there's homes to the east of the airport. So the airport, in and of itself, is kind of landlocked.
Yeah, it is basically surrounded. There
Mm-hmm.
was talk of moving it to the Reno Stead International Airport, which is north of town.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, in North Valleys, that has been scrapped. Our main airport will remain in the middle of the city, but there is the Stead Airport, which is where the air races used to be
Yep.
held.
And we're in 2023, turning the page into 2024 because we're shooting this in December. And our airport is going through a massive remodel.
Oh, yeah, they're doing all kinds of terminal upgrades and all that stuff, more parking as well. So, quite a big upgrade there. Now, when it comes to the overall economy, some of these stats may shock you, but much more diversified economy than a lot of people expect.
Absolutely. We brought in a lot of tech, and this really and truly happened right around the Great Recession. We had a governor, his name was Brian Sandoval. He's now the president of the University of Nevada, Reno. Very popular governor. And during this time of the Great Recession, he recognized that the state needs to not just be a one economy state. Many people think of Nevada as a gaming economy. And Northern Nevada, especially, did a tremendous job in economic development, bringing in companies, tech companies. We now have Tesla's first gigafactory just east of Reno, east of Sparks, in what's called the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center. And we have been thriving because the state has done such a great job at creating a diversified economy.
Yeah, very diversified, very tech friendly, very business friendly environment here in the entire state, really, but certainly in our region. And I know from living in Vegas during the Great Recession, that city was decimated because
Mm-hmm.
they rely so heavily on tourism, and that's luckily something we got away from to
Mm-hmm.
help us kind of diversify. So that definitely did help. But when it comes to biggest employers in our area, that would be the Washoe County School District at number 1. Number 2, another school, like you just mentioned, the University of Nevada, Reno, where Brian Sandoval is president.
Yes, and I went there. Whoop, whoop, great school.
There you go. Number 3 on the list is our county. The county of Washoe County has the third most employees in our region.
The fourth largest is Renown. Now, Renown is our regional medical center. We do have, what would you say, 3 or 4 hospitals. We've got St. Mary's, Northern Nevada, we've got Renown, and then just to the south of Reno, at the northern tip of Carson City, we have Carson City's hospital. But Renown is the 4th largest employer here in the state. It's also our trauma hospital.
Absolutely. And of course, we still are a gambling state. And that means the Peppermill Casino is in at number 5, which kind of shocked both of us. But then I thought, wait, they have the Western Village, which probably figures into both of those numbers.
And it's a locally owned property, which is really cool. It's not a big conglomerate. It's not one of these they do have properties all throughout the state, but the family lives and works here in Reno.
And even over in Windover,
Yeah.
which I guess is still our state. It's just way over there. Anyway, if you have any questions about our region that we didn't cover in kind of this basics video, let us know. And of course, look at all these videos surrounding us. Go check those out as well. Thanks for watching.